in the morning, and I took a look at the Discord. Pretty funny stuff. People fighting over no nonsense Bible. Here is the market as it stands. 3 o'clock in the morning. We just turned. Look at this wick. This was the seller's window, and I'm sure I got out of something. So now I'm going to get back in again. I took about $300 of margin off the table right there in that last burst. Nothing special about the price because I'm laying in so many orders, right? That I know that if we come up in here, and I can see the orders were there, so I thought I'm not going to move them. And so if you get good at this, you can just say, oh, I want to put a 6 pip stop to make 8 right now. Get right back on, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get right back on the train. Maintain my $1,000 of margin. Oh, I'm putting a hedge on. Doesn't matter. Here, 5 pip stops right now. I'm going to go get it. That's part of the, that's the creed in the no-nonsense Bible, is go get it. Also, Nikes. Amazingly, Nikes. I think he works for Nike. Now, the limits, I think, is the best choice here. I put some goober stops in there accidentally. So, nice thing is you can't get hurt too bad here. You're risking about $2 here on this one. If both fill and they chopped out, so you have 8 pip stop. The market makes a clean break. Just your most no-nonsense breakout. Just beautiful, like clean, never looks back. Your money management bot comes in, keeps you from, you know that there's sellers here, right? You know there's buyers here now, so you could hand place grids, limit grids in here. I could certainly see that. You go to your grid drops and you just hand place an array, right? Go to grid drops inside the. Basically, you have to grab everything in there and look through it. And you got your bear plan here. You're going to sell above here. There's nothing else you can do about this. That was the London Open. We smack into there. Flush. Everybody's like, woohoo, That's just, who can't see that coming? Now, the backlash. Right? Really? You got a whistleblower? That's interesting. How is that? We have the actual evidence. Yeah, no. Well, it kind of fucks up the whistleblower. How do you blow a whistle on? What are you blowing a whistle on? Then this is a big deal, this price left behind. So, beautiful breakout. Here was the kickback. Just when I finished off the video, and I said there were sellers here. So I'd bought at the market here. I said I'm not going to buy if it's up, okay? That's how you protect yourself from chasing. You buy when it's down. So right after that, I came in with my 2 pip limits, right? 2 to 18 with 30 pip stop. Same thing here. I just can't wait for them to take it down there. Yeah, I could get out. I was up about $1,300 here, but I got out just a little bit of stuff. And in the big picture, where am I in the structure? Okay, look at this nice rip right there. Come on. It's 4 minutes after the hour. So, yeah, the 5-minute chart on the London Open, if you know what you're looking at and you know when to pull the trigger, yes. Like, look at this. You would have got out right there. And look how they just, right there, that 5-minute window of vicious. Now we could just come pummeling down to here. This is Forex, man. If they come down there, I'm like, oh, yeah, let's buy $500 of margin there and make $300 on a dead cat bounce up into here. Like, so we got the orders are in. Go back to sleep. Jesus. It's fucking up here. So, look at this nice rip. Look at this. Look at him come back and tag this top. This is the breakout. We could still get a kickback here. Those 5-minute chart. So let's buy. We're going to go for tight stops. Let's get up to about $1,200 of margin. Okay, so that's kind of bad what I just did, because I just put in like $10K Now I'm going to come in with the capture a falling knife, 2 pips deep, right? 8 hours. That's how I do it. That's the holy grail. Buy a little bit, buy some more lower. If they blow this up, then I know this is going to cost me a whole, let's see, 4K with a 30 pip stop, my worst stop. Trying to make about, now I can make this 100 pips winner on the top of that rack. You can do anything you want with this. Anything you can imagine, you can do it. Right? There's no magic in buying low. It's not magic. This is not Fibonacci. It's saying I'll buy 2 pips, 3.5 pips, 7.5 pips, 18 pips deep, and I put a master stop of 3 pips. Also, if your broker is, well, there's no such thing. I had some scripts that were for a 4 decimal broker. They wouldn't run on the 5. Okay, this looks like we're in a narrow range now. Retesting, and who do we stop hunt? Where did you miss the buy trigger if you're a sniper? Right, sniper alert here. Lonely Wick sniper alert. Look at this limit alert. The George Soros trap. He buys here like an idiot. Look at him crush. Now they're going to come back to my limits. So now what do I do? Instead of buying at the market, because I'm like, oh, they're back there again, huh? I just go like this now. You know, I used to think it couldn't go any lower. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. So it makes a move. I move in front of it. Now I wait. I'm thinking, God, I'll buy 1 there. Gosh, I guess it really isn't going up. Okay, so I'm going to buy 3K now. Then I'm going to come in with a really wide stop. 50 pip stops. This is the trade. The swing trade built into. I'm scalping around a long position. So you ever seen that Alpari guy trade? I'm just doing that with scripts. I'm doing I'm a very aggressive trader. 12 pip stops now, 14, 18 to make 28. So I'm going to build up in here. Now I'm going to put more limits in. I've got about $2,000 in margin of burn here. That's what it looked like. To me, it's like after you go out in your car and abuse it, maybe you have to buy new tires, right? So I'm treating it like that. Okay. I'm not trying to be. Okay, so I'm trying to look at my margin, right? How much margin, how much punishment can I take right here on the 5-minute chart? Now, I got to believe this is the hunt going on right now. And we could go here, here, here. I buy more, more, more. The less aggressive approach is to put in buy limits that only last 15 minutes at this point in time on the London Open. Right? So everything's conditional. But I'm not going to do that. Because I ain't got time for this shit. I know I want to buy all the way to 18 pips deep with a 13 pip stop, because if I buy there, then they're going to rip it the other way so hard. The people that are looking at the 5-minute chart with their algorithms are going to go, wait a minute, I think it's still going down, or whatever that is. So the Discord guy said this morning, one of the Discord participants, well, I'm a trend trader, and, we've been in a downtrend for 2 days, so, I was going to go short the guppy. Anybody seen the guppy up 300 pips today? I know, it's like spinning plates when you trade 28 currencies. Look at them just sit here. Right, they're still going after this guy's stop. They can't wait to stop this guy out. And then rip it up. People are like, what the fuck just happened? And the bears are like, we're winning, and until you get to about here, then you got a problem. So this giant volatility now. You should have got in here with the sell stop. Nice profit. Then, here come the big banks to fuck you up. And the news. This poor guy in the Discord's like, yeah, I was going to do this trade, but, there's news coming out, and my wife's coming home. I got to get rid of all the evidence, So this is the sell window on the Wix. This is the deepest vacuum. Sellers galore. Okay, I think the selling's over. Let's buy. Look at that thing rip. I will chase that a tad, I must say that. Look at that. I missed that. I missed that because I was in drawing mode. I talked to this guy 2 years ago, I swear to God. He goes, call me on my cell phone. Then I called him. He says, you know how much money you cost me today? Wow. I was like, wow. Really? Oh, because you couldn't click when you were talking to me, or you couldn't do what you were doing when you were talking to me? I'm just going to go all in now. Look at this thing. Woohoo, it's the London Open. This is the London breakout. I guess London didn't open yet. Anyways. I think this is going to be the biggest short squeeze. This is the biggest backfire. So, let her go. We're right around $1,000 of margin. I think we're safe. Sit back and let the pips be triggered. How about Pips Galore? Is that a good name for a hooker? Her name's not Candy. It's Pips Galore. That's Pussy Galore from James Bond. James. I'd feel it'd be more authentic if the no-nonsense guy portrayed himself as a James Bond 4X. Here's our next target, next swimming pool. Let me delete these objects. Now I'm going to come in with the rectangle. The most important rectangle that currently exists is this next line of scrimmage. Immediate line of scrimmage is this one here. If you look, this is an aerial view of a football game, which is entirely valid. See, I got the highlights on my thing, so now I can grab the corners with 1 pip precision. So I get to put the magnets at 0 for that setting. This is max zoom in, and I am pushing my font to about 200%. I'm actually pushing the monitor to 720, pushing it down to low res. Uh-oh, must be news coming out. Uh-oh, no, this is just nothing but 3:13 in the morning, and look at this thing on fire. Oh my God. I think volume's coming in. How can I tell? Because this thing's going nuts. You need a volume indicator? Are you seriously going to tell me? You can't see. People are trading the shit out of this right now. Come on. Hey, there's more volume on the London Open than there is in Asia. No. Yeah, it's like a cycle. Happens every day. I don't get it. I'm a trend trader. Have you looked at, and that guy's correcting him with like snippets from the videos? One candle rule. Hey, listen. Talk to the hand, buddy. You're in no nonsense land. Talk to the hand. Oh, dude. So, come on, people. Let's rally this thing. I'm tired of watching my equity pop up. I'm tired of the volatility on this tick chart. Tick chart looks like it's just being... Everything that people claim happens. This is the micro version of the macro. So if the news event is going to be absorbed by the market and price, what do you think's going on in this tick chart every 3 minutes? It's the same story. It's just the baby version, right? Isn't that what that really is? Okay. Looks like it's ready to go. So now we've calmed down. I think it's going to act up. We're either going up or down. We can't go sideways forever. And I'm listing forever as this right here. That's forever. Are we going to break out? Or are we going to fake out and then rip down, fake out to the down and rip up? I don't know. Well, I think we're going down. Look at they still. Oh, they're going to get him now. They're going to stop him out. He's like, should I move my stop? So I'm going to move my limit. He's going to move his stop. I want to buy his new low, which should be getting filled here on the limits. Oh, I'm going to have to buy at the market, it looks like. I'm going to go 12 pip stop. I can't find my limit. Buy another one here because I think they just took me out. Wait. See, at this point, I'm going to get in pretty heavy with a wide stop. Get those. So what I'm gonna book those. I'm gonna book like 25K with wider stops. Now I've got time to go up here and get my spike arrestor. 8 hours. Come on, man, this is easy. Look at that. I know I want to buy that. Look at right there. It's support. You can make these Fibonacci's. This is like actually an anti-martingale here. Because look, I got this is buying 18 pips deep. Another thing is, I know that's 18 pips deep. And I know there's a 30 pip stop down here, big hard stop. And I am willing, at this moment, in the London Open, London's going to open. Oh, God, I'm buying it right now. That's it right there. Let me get these hedges out of the way. Okay, now I'm just going to sit here with my big swing trade. This way I can accumulate. You could probably trade this. I'm not hedging. What I'm doing, you could trade this in the United States, but you're going to have to. When it says close all profitables, you know, it's not going to let you out of the profitables that you just bought. So in the U.S., they're forcing you to be underwater. They're forcing you to either be stopped out or really go underwater as you accumulate, right? Because you're allowed to get into new stuff. It's just you can't get out. It's just absolutely retarded. It's like a one-way door. It's not trading. It's investing. You're saying, oh, I'm going to have to wait to the end of the day, see if they blow out my stops. All right, I'm buying right now. At the market, 8 pip stops. Now I'm coming in with my really tight ones because the market's calmed down. Now I'm going to go 7 pips to make 7 pips. I'm going to go for about $200 a margin right here. Okay. 140. So 1200 is my goal. And more limits now. Because it looks like maybe they could punch it down one more time. 8 hours. Okay. That's my system. Now I go back to sleep. Now this is going to be less aggressive. This is 6 pips deep for 8 hours. Wow, they're going to break that thing out. So once again, I'm wrong, see? But it's about size. Now I am going to buy, if we go after this guy's stop, oh, I'm definitely buying that. Now I'm getting filled on limits, I hope. So those are 5 pip stops I put in. Now I'm putting in the big ones. Because it went down big, I'm putting in the big stops. Some more small stops. See how we got trapped under this floor here? So that big smash down, that blew people's minds. Like if you bought a standard lot here and that did that, you're like, fuck. You're like, fucking A, man. So it doesn't matter which price policy you trade on this chart. You could have got in. You could be short from here right now, right? You could be saying, I'm going to cash out here. Would be your obvious cash out is the fake breakout to the downside possibly in here, but you may not get it. But right now, You're trapped again. You've taken out this bull stop, and you're going after this bull stop. And if there's a bull, look at this one. This is the first tag and bag, up again, down. Keep buying new lows, so I'm going to keep buying new lows all the way down this morning. If I get to $2,000 a margin, then I can make some decent money this morning. I'm seeing this double bottom here. This is a pullback. This is wave 4, whatever. Buying with 5 pip stops. Basically 78 cents per trigger pull here. Now more limits coming in. 2 pips deep. 8 hours on these. So if you write a different script, you can double click this whole thing and walk away. But I'm not buying 35 pips. I'm not going to buy 25 to 75 pips deep in this currency pair because it just doesn't warrant it. You know, if we drop 10 pips, it would be amazing. So every time it smashes down, I can throw this one in, the limits. I think they're going to go after this guy's stop. So I want to buy his stop. So like I said, when it smashed down really hard, that's when I started putting these guys in. I'm like, yeah, we're going to go down. And the bulls, once again, the brave bears that came in here and sold this very... You see how small this window is? You're risking about 2 pips to make 10 pips. There's a 1 hour rooftop, and you can see the fill. Now they're coming into my buy limits, and I'm going to buy. I got my finger on the trigger to buy with the 50 pip stop now because I don't want to babysit this, so I'll let them. I'm going to assume out of convenience here 35 pip stop to make 22. Right, so I'm committing to that whole range. I know that I will not get stopped out of this, but I will probably make 22 pips. This one, 18 pip stop to make 28. So each one has its own, like, hey, listen, I'm just going to buy that. Oh, yeah, give me that. Give me that price. Come on, Lisa. So, oh, yeah, come on. I'm gonna buy another $1,000 of this currency right now. See, this is slowing me down, too, is the platform. Load the wagon here, people. You're only down 2 pips. I know it looks very dramatic. It's going into those 2 pip limits that I wrote. Now that should be an 8K. Once the account gets bigger, you would make that an 8K. So it's buying every pip on the way down. Plus, I'm pulling the trigger. That's the secret. Pull the trigger. Okay, we're 1 pip up from that 10 level. 10-10 we're at. It looks on the 4 hour chart. It looks like it's like barely pulling back on the 4 hour chart right now. Okay, more limits right in front here. Or no, how about some nice tight risk 7 to make 7. 8 pip stops. Early targets. Don't you just love this price action? Look at that thing. It's a great chart up there. If you like this short, you missed it. Now more limits. Now I'm just going to go all in on the limits here. Stack about 30K down here to be triggered. Trying to get to the $2,000 margin usage. That's my goal. It's just beautiful. I don't have to pull the trigger at the market now. Look at him crush it. I got 50 pip stops on some of the stuff, so I can handle a sell off all the way to here, and I'm still buying more, and I won't be stopped out on my swing trades. So I knew when I pulled the trigger here that these are the swing trades. Okay, now I can put some medium stops in 12 pips. Now it looks like I can go for the 5 pips. There's a complete freak out below this wick right now. It is buyer's delight. I'm loading up. Okay, some of these are swing trades. Ooh, look at that. Nice, come on. Just trash it. I want to get the key is to get to $2,000 of margin. That's the price I want. 30. Dude, I got 30 pips stop and I'm buying 2 pips deep. Come on. Now that I don't mind stacking up that. Now the harder it goes, the more I load. Who can resist this at the market? Look at this thing. Oh. So now I'm buying with 15 pip stops. I'm going to buy for the next 18. I got to get to this $2,000 of margin before the British pound opens up. Just imagine what's going to happen when that opens up. Here, I'm going for the 35 to make 22. High probability trade here. At the market. London open. Alrighty then. I'm just going to go nuts on this till I get to $1,500 of margin use on this one ticket. Okay, now we're going to go for the 28 pip winner. 18 pip stop. You need a broker that lets you put a lot of tickets in. Alright, so. Oh, 1,400. Pretty damn close. Okay, now I'll sit back. I get another 25K going here, use another $100 of margin. Okay. Now more limits, I say. Wow. Look how they came after that poor goober. And he moved his stop. He gave it more room. Good thinking, Jethro. Wow. I really wish it would have been $2,000 of margin right down there, because we would have cleaned up. So I'm not going to chase it now. That was a considerable deep discount. To be honest with you, on the 4-hour chart, it looks like nothing ever happened. It's a perfect phone call on the 4-hour chart. There's not even any, it's not even a pullback. But if this pulls back, on the 5 o'clock chart, we're going to be in a buy, right? So the 4-hour traders will say this is the only pullback in 4 hours. Okay, the scalpers are out. They got out the blue line. Okay. Obvious, I hope. The magic of double click. We're still up $1,000, almost $1,000. Took out another $400 of margin. We automatically cashed out here because it just happened to be our exit. You could have gone short there. You could have had scalps laid in there. There's no reason why you shouldn't have your so-called order blocks in here to sell. You know your exit's got to be this top, at least, structurally. Even though you overshoot the runway there, because we got to come after this guy's stop. Now we just completed. The half-hour chart is updated. It is now 3:30 in the morning, and we have a buy signal here. Because we are down in the half-hour buy at the market. But since I'm in pretty heavy? I don't think I will. Maybe if I went, no, you know what I'd do is put some limits in again. But now I'm going to put the 15-minute limits in. Or the 30 minutes, okay? I don't want to get carried away. Watch. So I know what I've done. I know how big I'm in. Let's get in 4 pips deep for 30 minutes. It's very conservative. That means I'm asking this market for another 30 minutes to give us another bar that's like this. Into those. Oh yeah, you want to buy that for sure, because what is the probability of 2 price pulses like that? All you have to do is that old look back. 1 smash up, 2 smash up. If you're selling on limits into that, right? 1 smash up, here, 2 smash up. You're selling on limits into that. Okay, we're going up now. So let's see what this does. I want to get to 12,000 by the time we take out this thing. And then I'm going to come in with buy limits again. Because we still got drama until the stock market opens. But this would be the, what people would call the big bankers manipulating the market to come after the little guy. You know, just the little guy is just trying to go to the bank and make a deposit so he can get some more beer. Yeah, Joe put a stop in there, and I just don't think it's right what the banks are doing to him. Okay. All right. Well, we have a Faraday cage over there to put your skull in. What the fuck's happening to people? Oh God. The VMA Awards comedian is my favorite. What's wrong with people? Can't pronounce his name. Sebastian. What a genius. So this is just my favorite setup. Down, buy. They stop hunted. You're holding. You're going to start getting out here and here and there and there. Or you could see this and you sold that. Or you could see this and you bought that for that. But see, here's where it goes wrong. People are like, I'm getting a pattern here. But this pattern is so small compared to the macro you're living inside of this pattern, right? This whole drama. There's this little baby drama. Yeah, this is the whole spawning point. This is the initiation. Asia opens. Run it up. Hard down, you're buying. Like hard down, you buy. Hard down, you buy. More you buy. Cash out. It's up a little bit. You sell with a tight stop. They might see. Is it worth trading this? You got a trade plan. Use your broker. You even use zero spread with commissions only. I could do it because I'd be like, I know everything I'm getting here. I know I could. It'd be worth pulling the trigger. But on this, if we go to the 1 hour chart, you're going to just see nothing but a stop hunt of maybe the last couple hours, right? Whereas this is an obvious how many times they've tickled this low and then pulled it up. Another retickle, pull up, and retickle, pull up. But this vicious half hour down like that. Wow. So look at now we're going to break out this. I think we're going to take out this high in the tick chart, this double top. I'm going to continue, and we're just going to hold it now. Please hold. Your call is very important too. So I know you've been trying to trade the market with your Gartleys and your Wing Wangs. See the 4 hour chart's like, wow. Gee guys, the 1 hour chart, they stop hunted. So here is the breakout traders. 2 hours of nothing. Breakout. Gee, I wonder why it's turning around in this hole. Could that have anything to do with the price action to come? This tall area. Gee willikers. Gee Wally, I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Once you start dipping into these, sorry, because this is the cause. This sideways action is the vacuum. It causes a vacuum here, but this is the more insane one. Because after we've already cut up here, that's old news. It's like, yeah, we know. Okay, so this is a nice buy at the market right now. I would buy that at the market, but I'm already in. So I can think like a scalper. I can see what the scalpers are doing. I just use this confirmation to see, it's just not worth it for me to rebuild. So you can't rebuild the position. You're not allowed to trade the left side of the chart. You can only trade what's in front of you. So you have to just have a shoot from the hip market order, some limits, and some stop entries, I guess. I still got a buy stop pending up here. I can see. I think. See, I can tell it's a buy stop because you can see the number or the size, and it wouldn't be a limit because it would be unless it's a sell limit. See, that's why I don't put the sells on the chart. Because how do I know if this is? I can't see it. That's another thing. So, nice buy here again. Look at they're coming down. They're coming down again. Oh. Does it get any better than that? Now I get my finger on the trigger. I'm going to pick something up here on the 5-minute chart. Because 5 minutes going to update. I couldn't get my fucking clock to come on the screen. That program's so old. I'm running on Windows 10 or something. So when you install it, okay, we got. It is 7 minutes after the bottom of the hour. Wow. Let's buy at the market right now. 8 pip stops to make 33. Try to get another $100 of margin going really quick here. Come on, people. Look at that 5 minute. We're 2 minutes from the update of that candle. So we ricocheted off the floor. The sellers just came in. Right? They came in here on the 5. Bottoms become tops. Finger on the trigger. Ready to get into the market here. I'm going to put some long-legged ratios. 8 to make 55. Alright, how about 7 pip risk to make 9. 7 to 7. 5 to 12. Alright. Now we're just trying to get this to $1,500 of margin. I think this may be our only chance to buy more. Before we break this trend line, I see this forming right here, this triangular vacuum. All right, let's go. Come on, people. Get on it. Go get it. Still not to 1,500. Okay, 711. This is my Indian script. There's 714. 722. Okay. Oof, I gotta put some limits in. I think they're gonna smash it again. 8 hours. 2 pips deep. See, on the 5-minute chart, this looks like a perfect fit. Whereas on the 4-hour, it looks like, holy shit. Okay, more buy limits now. And maybe it gets to $2,000 of margin here. After all. Well, 5-minute chart updates in 1 minute. I'm going to buy more here at the market. Okay, 1,500 now. I'm going to sit for my giant swing trade market orders. Finger on the trigger here. I'm going to pull the trigger like every... okay, it's almost... here we go. 5-minute charts update. So I'm going to buy at the market here. And waiting for more limits to fill. We could still smash down all the way to the round number right now. Back to the 10s. Amazing. So this is a 2 pip range. We're stuck in. Let's see. Delete. objects. Okay, I'm going to buy more with my giant swing trades. My 35 to make 22. So this is high probability target. If I use $500 of margin on this high probability target, here is 12 to make 14. So it's pretty conservative here. So it's about $1.30 trigger pull. So it adds up really quick. I can get into about $2,000 of investment here. Okay, more limits. So I'm just trying to accumulate in here. I love this 8-hour thing because I'm so committed to just buying low that I'm ready for 8 hours of buying into this. Okay, now we're going to have to. Well, they might go lower here. So this is the wick window too on the 5-minute chart right now. That's the sweet spot. Oh, looks like a nice buy. All right, let's go in. 10 to make 20. 10 to make 20. Was there news coming out? Boy, that thing's on fire. Look at this thing, huh? All right, man. Almost $2,000 of margin. Beautiful. All right. We're loaded up. I'm going to go for the big swing trades here. All right. 1,600. Oh, I don't want to chase. I think it's taken off. I think that was a big failure auction there. Ain't nobody coming in on that. All right, let's not hit the. Let's delete these objects now. So I put a couple of those as a buffer. But you can't have enough of these in between if you're afraid of hitting something that you don't want to hit. Okay, so there we go. We've conducted the operation. We had a double bottom. We have our first trend line we can draw on the 5-minute chart. Because the 5-minute chart in London is definitely tradable. Got to be quick, strong McGraw there. I mean, if you're selling here, hopefully you took something. If you sold here, hopefully you got cashed out of something under this critical price. Oh, look at even lower. Oh, yes, we're going to make our $2,000 requirement now for margin. I'm buying at the market. Well, buy stop accidentally to see the stupid trade. Ultra confirmation. Okay, 9 pips to make 22. Yeah. Gonna get to 1,700 here real quick. Okay, more 12 pip stops, 14, 18. Still got those pendings that are sitting out there forever. High probability target. Giant risk here. $5 a trigger pull. I'm going to go to the $5 slot machine here. Okay, now we still got more pendings now. I'm going to get in, what is this, 2 pips deep again. Oh, beautiful. At new lows, so. We might lose $100 of margin. We'll pick up about 200 down here. Every time I click this, it's 4K. Not like 4, like, but $4,000, not like, okay. I had a friend of mine, he would say, instead of okay, he just got down to like, okay. Okay. Oh, wow, look at this beautiful buy here. 15-minute chart. Down. Let's get in. Oh, I'm getting greedy. The 15-minute chart is down. Look at this thing crush. Oh, that poor guy that keeps moving his stop. You poor thing. Yeah, they said it was in an up. They had a buy signal on this. Because you know what? No nonsense guys were like, it's in an uptrend now. Yeah, they're using their 20 EMAs. They said the banks are using them. They say it's in an uptrend. So I'm buying. Oh God, look at that. Look at that. They're just crushing these poor bulls. $1,700. So I've been building this position for half an hour now. More limits, I say. When in doubt, put some limits in. Oh, I think they just, wow, look at that. Oh, the volatility is so nasty. Oh, here we go. Okay, perfect. 1730. Not touching it. Oh, here we go, guys. People, we're going to break out that 15-minute bar. Oh, the classic reversal underneath the floor. You got to love this trade, people. We're trapped under here. We're going to engulf now. Otherwise, all your PAM money that you invested with me is going to be gone. Are you ready for that? That's another thing. I will record all the PAM trades so people, there's full transparency of the phone call. Watch me. That's what my PAM account's titled. Watch me blow up your $100 deposit. Are you ready for that? People, I send out gloves that hide your white knuckles. I have a spray can template for your knuckles. Why are your knuckles so white? So look at this. Still a valid signal on the half hour. All that drama on the 5 minute. You see the double bottom on the 5, and people are looking at the half hour going, yeah, I just bought that pullback. I got to stop down here and waiting to get paid. I bought here at the market. A 1K of a stop here, and I'm risking like $1.30. Now get the fuck out of here. I'm nervous. Get away from me. Or you could have as easily bought at the market there, or you had a limit there. See, same trade. Or you had limits all the way to here, and you just filled whatever you could afford here, and that would be the better choice if you don't mind hard work of putting all the tickets in like this. But I took the hard work out by putting in the double clicks. So it's semi-manual trading. I'd say it's script assisted. So here we go. I'm tempted to add, but no, you know what? This is just the route right because they could still smash it down. We've been smashing around in a 2-pip range, but we're in so big that it's like a $200 ebb and flow here. If we were to get in, now here's the double bottom that's confirmed now. Actually, I know that this is a bottom we should have had a limit in because I could see this bottom, see? You know, Akil, if you're watching, you see, how do you know that this is a potential place to buy? And the guy on the Discord said, I told you it was a potential trade, now leave me alone. He says, you said it's going up. He said potentially. Some wiggle room. You knew you wanted to buy here on limits. And then you could have actually got in and said, I'm going to put a stop here, and I'm going to put a stop to this. Okay, we're on the 5-minute chart. People are going to start selling above here and cashing out. And then they could rip it back again. So what's happening right now? We just came in and took out this 10-minute vacuum. These 2 wicks is 10 minutes of time. And they stopped him out, if you want to think of it like that. People do, it seems like. Or you're buying this fresh territory, and this is the new real estate in town you're dumping here. Of course, you know there's sellers up here, sellers here, but can we we're going to pile into that. And everybody that went short just now, or anybody that thinks this is the new trend, they're like, yeah, I'm selling every rally. So far it's worked. I sold this one. I sold this one as the top become a bottom. I like this trend trading that you came up with. It's really profitable. You guys watching Giuliani with this other attorney. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. He's being so sarcastic. Guy's beautiful, genius. Look at this, it's happening again. How can you deny this trend line? Look, it's worked out. 1, 2, and 3. Sell here. Yeah, it could go down, And it'd be going down into more vacuum, honestly. Here and here. But I'm willing to stake another $500 in this trade, if need be. So on the 5-minute chart here, if I get an update and we close down at 5 minutes, I will buy more. We got 4 minutes to go. If it's down here, I'm going to buy with a tight stop. So that was a frantic buying because I was trying to get the margin up on one case, so that's kind of slowing me down. Wanted to get that fill in and lock it in, so to speak. Lock in under the floor here and just not have to babysit it, Like, fuck these guys. Look at, they've been stuck in a 1 pip range now. Fuck them. The smartest traders in the world? Then why is the market going up and down? Pick a direction. We're trend traders. We always pick a direction. They're coming in my limits. I'm gonna get my sniper finger out. I'm gonna buy more. All the way down. All the way to Memphis. Come on. $2,000. My goal of margin investment. 5 pip stops now. 15 to make 50. 10 to make 60. Once this leaves the station, I'm not going to touch it till we take out this here, this top. Right, so if we cash out here, I will put limits back in for another one of these scenes that we're seeing now. This big smash down in this whole thing, consolidation in this. So that's how I'll roll over the account, and then your knuckles, the blood will come back in your knuckles. Look at this beautiful pattern here. We got to take out the floor here on this tick chart. That's where the top became a bottom on the tick chart. See the stairway to hell? Trend line's broken right now. We've got to take this out. This is critical. This is the end of that trend. So we can see this. We see this. You see the 5-minute world simultaneously here. We're caught in a box here, 15-minute box. And I bought more so I'm anticipating this trend line break. I think the trend is no longer your friend on the 5-minute walk down here. Perfect channel. We're going to keep tanking down that channel. Okay, so this was the critical breakthrough. Now we could just smash down. We're still got 9 minutes before the true London Open. He's using that London breakout system, I think. Here's a nice little top become a bottom. Got a trend line starting here. Oh, they just took out my trend line. Another trend line to break here. Oh, it's getting nasty. This bank's going to manipulate the price, people. News is coming out. What I tell you about trading the news, you could get hurt. trade the news. Jesus. Oh, killing me. So this is the big London Open. This is the big European Open they talk about. What a standoff. Trapped in a 1-pip range now. Look at the volatility drying up on the 5-minute candles. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in one level here, get a bigger picture. There. Okay. More limits. Looks like they're gonna smash it. So anytime I think they're gonna smash it, I want to be prepared to buy that. So if you were running a 3-pip stop, they'd stop you out right here at the threshold. You'd go flat, and you'd start buying down there. Okay, we have a hammer. We just closed out the 5-minute bar. It's 5 minutes to the top of the hour. The 1-hour traders, the 5-minute traders, and every time frame trader, even the 1-minute traders at the top of the hour, or 1-minute robots, they see this candle. Right, they know this candle has happened. There's also lower volatility here than there was the last 5 minutes. So when we trip into this vacuum, is this going to be the trap to go down? Or are we going to tip into this one, the trap to go, in other words, we trigger these guys, but then we go up? Or are we just going to do a clean breakout? If we take out this one, then we got to take out this 10-minute rooftop and this one, and then we just got to plunge north. This is a walk down accumulation. This was the biggest buying opportunity on the 5-minute to get this scalp in. You know, I mean, you're only talking about 3 pips here. Okay, about to breach this. I'm not going to buy any more. I only buy if it's down, so I bought here and here. Here, I didn't buy that, I hope, and I'm not buying this either. I guess that's the discipline part. 15-minute chart says can't buy it at the top of the hour because we're up. Never buy when it's up, never sell when it's down on the time frame you're on, as far as I'm concerned. 1757 a margin, 2000 was my how much I wanted to get in. The 4-hour chart looks just amazing. Looks so bullish, it's brutal. This is nothing but an auction on a 15-minute chart. The 4-hour chart has no structure breaches. It's all about this here. This floor. Okay, on the 15, on the 30. On the 1 hour, does it exist on the 1 hour? Okay, let's go. Yeah, I guess so, right? You're looking at, on the 1 hour, you're looking at this. Let me delete everything. Start over. Okay, so let's get everything off here. So, yeah, I would say anything below here, but you're underwater right here, right now. But if this is your trade that's going to get out way up here, you know, in other words, you're looking to buy anything you can get down in here. And then, of course, there is the less, you might be almost at break even there for a little bit earlier. And this one, you can see you cashed out in here somewhere, I hope. And then this one, you are up on all the tickets that you bought every time you buy the new low. Right? So if you buy here down, at one point there, you were here. But see how they just keep smashing it up and down. And we haven't got to the top of the hour yet. We got 1 minute before the top of the hour. And we could actually, so there you just completed the 1 hour chart. Now it could go down. But see, the 1 hour guys are coming in now. And I think we are going to go down. So I'm going to buy more down here. Gets to this, back to the limits now again. The 8-hour limits. Okay. So this looks like ripe for the pickings. Anything down in here. So now I got about 80K stacked up here, I'd say, for 8 hours to buy, even lower. We got to take out that. So if you put a sell stop here, it's not like you couldn't make money because it's going to break out and keep tanking, but wow, aren't you a little late to the sell ride? If you were to trade against me, you'd put a sell stop here and you'd ride down sell stop here and you'd say, look, I'm up on the trades. What are you talking about? Right? So can't you see it's going down? What's the matter with you? Okay, so I'm just going to keep putting limits in there. And there you go. The pound's probably on fire. Wow, the pound's about to go berserk north. That's good for the euro, I suppose. Look at this thing's trapped in a malaise. So look at this. Look at this. Did you see the guppy up 300 pips? This one's not doing too bad either. I think this is going to keep crushing north. I think gold could be up. Gold looks like rearing ready. We have a double bottom on gold ready. Look what? Watch the dollar. Here I'm going to buy in limits. So if I wanted to buy with the same trade plan, can you see where I'm going now? Anybody guess my next trade plan on the dollar yen? Buy limits. Pretty difficult, right? The longer they last, the deeper they go. So the ones that expire way out here, but we're going to buy a stack. Stacks. That's what the El Pari guy calls them. Stacks. Or baskets. Ryan Brown calls them baskets. I call them racks. Got a rack of tickets in there. Okay, so that's on auto. That's I'm done. I've accumulated everything I can on this 1 hour chart. The 1 hour pullback, the half hour pullback, we got an inverted hammer. We got the 15-minute and the 5-minute stairway to hell where we've broken the trend line here. Finally. Right? We went right against it. And now we're breaking out. Let's hope this is wave 4 or wave 2 of some magnitude. And that's it. We'll just let that baby go. Now, they could still go down. This is why I'm always going to put my insurance policy in. I left $250 of margin available for these limits. So there. We need some drama to take this guy out, and then we just start ripping north. Still caught in a 2-pip range here. Pretty brutal. Unpleasant. The sellers came in here, and they're up on that trade right now. When are they going to say, you know what, I don't think it's going down anymore, or we've already taken our money, you know, so this is where the sellers are, you know, positioned actually off at the top of that. But there's more sellers up here, and then it's got to be a concern to people that are selling. What if it does pull back? I'm hoping they go down here, actually, because I'm not going to get stopped out on my 50 pip stops, and I'm going to pick up another $50 of margin. We have a triple bottom on the 5-minute chart underneath this price right now. We could still keep tanking. Some guy was doing this video talking about, well, every time this gets tested, it doesn't mean it's more stable. It does, in the whole context of whatever that structure was in that. And really, where's your entrance and your exit in the end? You had no trade plan for the setup. Yeah, you can talk like that. Look at this. Everybody thinks this is support, but uh-oh. Yeah, but dude, how long do we go like this? And then what's the final conclusion? Is it here or is it here? Okay. Seriously, how big did you get in that one idea that you had? Okay, we're starting to breach this 5-minute bar now. So, smart money's coming in. Okay, here's the rejection. Now, on, like I said, the 4-hour chart, we don't see this story. We don't see this lonely wick being the testing ground. Okay, we got to clear this. Then when it rips back, I'm going to put limits in. Not as many, though. I'm going to come like this and do the trailing buy limits, but it's only going to be 4K trailing. I'm not going to get crazy, because if it really backs up again, then we'll be in too heavy. Then your knuckles will be white. So I'm not going to get crazy. See, I could pick up one more ticket here. All they got to do is start retesting. So if I keep adjusting my volatility, we're at 13, almost 14 now. If I keep adjusting my tickets to the market's volatility, then I'm actually accommodating. I mean, actually in sync with the market. If the market's doing 150 pip swings, wow. But we could see an all-out crush of the dollar here. And you know what they're going to say? I can tell you the news. China says they're going to do this and that. There's an agreement. That's making the dollar go down because it's a bad deal for the dollar. I think they call these spin doctors. So if you think you're going to go to zero hedge and you're going to get some insight of how to play the market makes the news. The news doesn't make the market move. The market moves and tips into an area because people are like, well, the market moves and people are like, whoa, the market moved today. So they think because they wake up in the morning and yawn that makes the sun come up. No, sorry. What's the financial? Oh, well, the China deal. Yeah, Trump was like being really crazy at the rally, and look at the markets. Trump tweeted. Really? You really think that's what's going on here? What if Trump tweets right now as this breaks out and starts to engulf? What's it going to be? At least here you get the excuse this news comes out at like right on the top of the hour. Isn't that weird? Gee, maybe I should have a trade plan for the news. Let me see. Could you explain that to me again? The news comes out at the top and the bottom of the hour and you're not trading the news. Well, no, because, it's news. Dude, all of these vacuums are sitting here waiting for the news to... Whichever way we go, right? Whichever way we go. So here we go. We're engulfing now. I would have liked to get $2,000 of margin going down here. That would have been amazing. Got to take this out. Then I could suspect a pullback. I'm going to put in limits now. Another 4K. I will buy pullbacks. Okay, so that's about. We gotta take this out. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put in the limits. See, now, I don't know if I haven't even cashed out anything yet. But I'm like, yeah, now if we go after this price, I'm definitely going to put another rack of 8 hours in. So if we get to here, because I can't put that in unless I babysit it. So the market orders, what I did this morning for 1 hour, you got to be awake for that to do all that clicking. And then you got to wait for the market to go up there unless you're going to put 1 pip. The market has to go up for you to come in with the limits below. This is all there is to it. So that's why the fear of missing out is valid, because if you do not load up the wagon under here, then you're just not going to make the ratio. Like, you're risking this much to make above this price. That's a good ratio, right? This is the full reaction auction, whatever the guy calls it, the reactive or the whatever. In other words, we come in, we grab all this new lows, and then we go after the high of the day, blow out the top of the week of the month. Boom, boom. So it's like this. The reversal is the trade, right? Inside of a larger trend, possibly, but you have to trade the reversals to get the best price. Right, the 15-minute structure inside of the, so here is the final conclusion of the half-hour chart, or the final line of scrimmage, the do or die moment. Are sellers going to come in here? If bottoms become tops, are sellers going to come in here at the end of the half hour, and are they going to take it down? Is this the new channel? Or is this a top becoming a bottom, kind of like overshooting there, but in other words, is this the trend line? Are we going up here, or are you trading this counter trend trade to the larger trend, within the larger trend, with the larger trend? And besides these trend traders that are sitting there on the daily charts, for God's sakes, people, you're going to have to, if you want to reduce your risk, which is supposed to be what they're about, you're going to have to go to that 4-hour chart. Why would you ignore the 4-hour chart? Well, we're daily candle traders. Yeah, but you're barely getting signals as it is. You tied your hands, so you can't, look at it pulling back now. You tied your hands so you can't see. The sellers came in pretty heavy up there. We knew they would. That was a new high we just made, right? We just took out the high of that 30-minute chart. Now we could go smashing down. Look at that. Look at the reaction. Just off of that. And we didn't get out of anything there. I'm buying more. So here I'm going to put in a conservative 4 pips deep for half an hour. See that? That only went up 1 pip. Sellers came in right there. Like clockwork. So more limits. I think I just picked up a ticket. It's so funny. Trading is so funny. Buy at the market here. Retesting the entry point. Just in case I'm wrong, because I'm never wrong, I'm going to put in buy limits. Pick up another dippity-do. We still got U.S. markets. We still got so much time. We got 2 hours left of shenanigans before we reach that 6 o'clock kind of... the door starts closing. The new door opens. U.S. markets are going to open. Still trapped in a 3-pip range here. Nice explosion there, but you know, for every seller there's a buyer. You could have scalped off of that. I'm sure people do. Look at, it's obvious. So I'm just going to keep stacking the limits in now. Okay, we're racked on limits. Couple market orders for good luck. Still got $220 of margin left before we get to 2,000. Let's go for some cheap trades here. 7 pips to make 9. Wow, look at this trench. Look at that. Wow. What a consolidation. For the love of Pete, look at that puppy. I saw that in one of my charting books, that pattern. Look, it's coming back to here. We hope this is going to be the Triple bottom. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. They trapped these guys long on the buy stops. Ouch. You know, it was zero spread, man. People are going buy, sell, buy, sell. That's high frequency trading there. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Some guy's got his hand on the sell key, his other hand on the buy key. Well, the big banks are doing that, see? What's going on right here? Let me explain it. The big banks are just going up and down and seeing how much torture people can handle in a 1 pip range. They let you have a little bit of wins there. Then they pulled it right back down, see? That's what we call market manipulation. Them bankers. Look at the spread just went to 1 there for a little bit. Uh-oh. She's going down. Come on, boss. I'm buying more. Buy on dips. 9 pip stop. What else here? 12 pip stop to make 25. This is very conservative. 12 to make 95. That's really greedy. 15 to make 50. That's pretty conservative. A lot of people do 15 pip stops. Oh man, we're almost going to make our $2,000 entry here. Okay, I'm going to put some really ungreedy tickets in now. 7 pips to make 7 pips. Oh man, here you go, $2,000, bingo. I said I would get into another 200 though to take myself for $400 more of margin if we came down here. Okay, autofill. Wait. Beautiful. 3 pips more. Oh, it must be bad news. Damn it. I want to get to $400 of margin here. Oh, come on. You can do it. Okay, now the 50 pip stops. Too late to put the limits in. $25 pip stops. 18 to make 60. Give me about, oh geez, how much of this? I gotta be careful I don't crash that script. See? Look how they retested that. Like I said about a half an hour ago, I bought some with 50 pip stops anticipating another pullback. How do you think those bears did on that top entry? Okay, 50 pip stops to make 100 now. I'm going to buy another $800 of margin now. We're down $400 from our... We're only up $400 from the bottom of the yesterday's entry. Okay, I'm loading up on the 50 pip stop right now. Now more limits. Okay, we locked that in. $2,300 of margin. Beautiful. It's like the Turks came and got us there a little bit, but we're going to fucking pay them back. Here, watch. More limits. Now it looks like a beautiful buy on the 4 hour. So that was a very, and they did come in there. You notice how that worked out? They did come in there and, oh, beautiful. Let's buy right now. 5 pip stops. There's so many auctions within so many auctions. 5 pip stops to make 12 here. Another, gonna go for another $100 of margin. 6 pip stops. All scalps now. Pure scalps. Okay. At the market. So the other option was to put heavy tickets down here in pendings, which I didn't do. I only put about 80 to 100K in all those 8-hour things that I was buying 2 to 18 pips deep with a 30 pip stop. So this is only pulled down. I know it looks like a lot, but it only came down 3 pips. We're only down off the top of that 13. So from 13 pips to 7. This is only a 5 pip pullback. It looks so insane. $18 to make 10. So that's gonna. We have to make it to $1.10. 17 to make money on this ticket. All right, there you go. I don't know if we could have got in here in a limit. They just touched it again. This is the window right here. Look at that. Amazing. I'm buying that. I'm buying everything I can get with a 25 pip stop to make 25 pips right here. Going all in now. More limits. I think I actually got filled on those half-hour limits. 30 pip stop. More limits. This is 7 pips deep. These limits, they're 8 hours. The ones that haven't filled yet. Oh. More limits. I'm waiting for them to take out the low of the day. And then I'm going to come in buy. In the meantime, I'm stacking up these. Buying another $500, so I'll be on $3,000 of margin here instead of $2,000. I think they're going to take out the low of the day. Five pips from the round number. Okay. What do we got here? It's about the hour and 6 minutes, so I'm loaded pretty hard here on the half-hour chart I'm on. I'm going to buy into this bottom here at the market based on the clock. Okay. 5 pip stops now. We're consolidating here. $12 pip stops make 25, 12 to make 95. Yeah, that's my system. Buy like mad here now. Lock it in. Okay, stop buying, let it go. 25 minutes before the bottom of the hour. Look at the 5-minute chart now. So look how they broke the trend line. This was the supposed point of this trend line break. It's going to go up. Nope. They trap them there and they rip it down again. They get even a better price. Beautiful. Better than I expected. $2,500 of margin now. We're in 1,700 here. I'm tempted to buy some here at the market with a very tight stop, so I'm going to do it. We're under a new floor now. So here's the, well, we almost got above this one. We dipped into it. But when we went below here, the second auction, when they lower the price, we got to move that inventory. It is oversold, isn't it now? The RSI indicator's down on the half-hour chart. Even my 5-minute RSI is oversold. I'm getting confluence. More limits. $3,000. I'm going to let myself have $3,000 of margin here. I'm just too greedy. All right. Another half hour to go. 3 minutes, we're going to update this half-hour chart. So I'm in pretty heavy, assuming that we could still close lower and have a shaved candle here. But it's about logistics. You got to get into these things. Let's lock that in. So I'm in before the update of the candle. 2 minutes left for the 30-minute chart. Can wait for the update here. I think it's time for some more limits. I'd love to see how many limits I got filled on. The more limits, the better. It means that I was able to get the better price. Because the market orders are fun. Still got 1 minute left here, so I got enough limits in there. I think I will buy at the market if we dip below on the way down. New lows right now. $15 pip stops to make 50 now. Let's get 3 grand of margin now. 2,600. $400 left. Just filled on limits. Okay, we just took out the low of the day. Are they trapping them? Stop hunting the goobers now. Okay. So we got in before the end of the another 1 pip lower and $2,700 of margin. Beautiful. Right? Beautiful. Perfect. 2,700. Okay. It takes a while to catch up. Okay, so I can see the brokers like, oh, they're finally executing these tickets. Another clean half hour down, or at the end of the half hour. So I got in 5 minutes before the end of the half hour. And I had limits at the threshold here, and I said I would buy if we made a new low. I'm going to buy low. So yeah, that was the sellers. that sold this window. They should have known. And they exited here, and maybe somebody took it all the way and exited here. So from trap to trap. I wanted to buy $2,000 of margin here. It went down lower. I got a bonus. And that's what I'm in. Now, I'm just going to let it go. Now I think I'm going to try to make $4,000 now. I'm still going to run limits, though. I want to buy more. Limits. Again. This broker really lets you load the wagon. It's beautiful. Okay. All right. One more retest maybe. All right. There you go. We'll buy some at the market now with a very, very tight stop. 5 pips. So in 1 hour, we were able to drop. Okay. So let's make 22 pips here with a 7 pip stop. Maybe get this count to $15,000 today. This has to take out the high of the day now. Take out the low of the day now. We go after the high of the day. This should be quite rip-roaring. Almost $3,000 of margin going long here. So they look very dramatic, but it only dropped. You gotta understand, we only went down 7 pips. This was 13. We're down 4 pips from here right now. 4 pips. That was a 10 pip sell-off that I bought on 1Ks. Right? That was fun. So could I put a standard lot down here? And 50K here? I guess. Just not as fun. And what if I put, where do I put my stop on that? What if they stop me out? Do I put a buy? Yeah, you could put, but what if you put a standard lot down here and they don't come down here? They only make it to here. And you're like, because you also should have a standard lot here that you didn't get filled on. Standard lot there, no fill. Standard lot here. Standard lot, the round number. Right? I mean, like 5 standard lots over 1Ks here, I think. Pretty big. Every pip is worth like $13 here. So, I'm watching it fluctuate. The 1 hour. Clean down 2 hours on the 1 hour. The biggest tickets go here. So maybe standard lot here. Standard lot here. 5 standard lots there. But then you're really going to scalp to here. Right? If that's a chunk of money. If you bought 2 standard lots, 3 standard lots, 5 standard lots here, right? That's the deep discount wedge. Same thing on the 1 hour wick tip here. You could sell and buy wick to wick. Now I'm going to buy limits again. Another pullback? Could it be? Oh, what do I do? I'm gonna buy that, retest that wick if we get it. A few more K in the coffer. Of course, these are only got targets on these aren't as good as the targets on my market orders. These are just to pad the account. To get her done trade. See, this is the really deep one. Look at this, 6 pips to 18 pips. I mean, 18 pips is deep, man. Look at this, 18 pips. That's 50 pips on the guppy. A move like that on the guppy. Okay, I'm gonna buy some scalpers. There, I'm done buying. Okay, we gotta get above 110. We gotta get to 120. 10 pips up. That's gonna be a miracle. Look at the 4-hour chart. It's so tame. Oh, look at that tick chart. I hear a cha-ching. There's a cha-ching in your future. I think this is a buy stop. I gotta get rid of it. That's a 12-hour buy stop. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna worry about it. We gotta get to $1.1020. We'll probably make about $500 just right there. Alrighty then. The fix is in. We've hunted the goobers. We faked them out. They were so bearish. If you did sell here, I hope you got out of something below this. And for the love of Pete, let's hope you put in 5 standard lots here. And if you did, you're probably going to want to get out when we get above here, and that's a nice... The funniest thing is that we retested the Asian session, and the fact that you could have put a buy limit here and gone to sleep, never going to happen to a no-nonsense guy. He's looking at the dailies. He's like, can't see this. Oh my God, man. You poor thing. You and Mueller. Mueller trades Forex. What is that CrowdStrike thing? Can you see the notes on that, please? I mean, the report that I wrote. Can I see that report that I wrote? I don't remember. Who are you again? Where am I? You're in the Ukraine, buddy. You're doing a natural gas deal. We're going to take you out to lunch. Hey, listen. If you don't get me hookers in 6 hours, I'm leaving. Another big payday for the buy low guys there. They made their 5 pips. They're out. They made $5,000 on 10 standard lots. They're out. Big heavy hitters. Look at how brutal this is. No wonder people get their ass kicked. Even if they're right about this direction, even if you're right for 2 hours, you're wrong in 4. You're wrong in 4, you're right in 2. They call it whipsawed. Son, what you got is a case of whipsaw. Look at it pull back. They're coming back to pick up my limit tickets is what they're doing. Look, they're going to do it too. You gotta love that. The determination of these bears. Come on, retest it. Go lower. Perfect. Oh, it doesn't get any better than this. If I get a $3,000 of margin on this pullback. One more pullback? I thought we were done going down. You said it was an uptrend. I know. We haven't fine-tuned the algorithm yet. But we back tested it. How can we not making no money? Oh, here we go. Look at that. Come on down. Price is right. You're the next contestant on the trend is wrong. That trend was supposed to be my friend, and now look at me. I'm sleeping under a bridge. Look at him retest that. Oh my God, people. The tide is turning. All right. Perfect. Find the market slowing down here and get aboard. Get aboard the money train. All aboard. 2 pips under that 10. Come on down. Lower, please. It's a battle to the finish. What? 20 minutes till 5 o'clock in the morning. What a pounding. What an accumulation here. There are $180 of margin available for me. Okay, finger on the market orders. No more limits. Let's buy at the market now. Let's put the 12 pip winners in. Here, trying to make 10 pips here. 6 pip stop. Buys, it's going down. Okay. Tight stops, tight take profits. All right, so that's the 30-minute chart, and we're still in that buy zone from the last half hour. All right. We popped up, but we're all the way back to the starting gate, just like we're back to the starting gate on the Asian session. So that's the fractal. The market can go up and down, but when it comes down, it goes up. Is it time to sell up here? Because relatively it is higher, you know. And is it okay to buy down here? And it's just range of the half hour there is the same as the range. So here's what's perplexing, is this volatility range here is as big as this one here, and they're just all happening like where's the smart traders? There aren't any. Because if there were smart traders, if the best traders are trading in the world, the market would just go in a nice line like this. Because they'd be like, yeah, dude, it's going up. You got the same algo I do. That's what the guy was talking about. Well, my algo doesn't agree with your algo, you think? And then the other guy says, I don't know if he was on one of these prop house guys, he goes, well, you just have to trade your personality. I go, okay. Pissed off. That's my personality. All right, we got almost $3,000 of fill here. Okay, we're gonna just buy more again. Look at him rip that down. Faking out the goobers. Oh, they just faked him out there. I got filled on that limit though. Look at that, almost $3,000 of margin. Okay, we're at 3,000. I'm going to go to 3,000, buy one more on limits. Another rack. Look, they just took out the low of the last half hour. Somebody put a stop in there and said, Oh, what I'll do is I'll just buy right now at the market. So they put a stop on that last where they got in. I'll just put a stop down here. I mean, this is like, if it takes that out, it's going to hell. Plus, somebody sold there. Don't forget. Okay. Look how vicious. There must be big news coming out. The market's getting really squirrely here, isn't it? What did they say at Forex Factory? Don't you think it's getting squirrely? I think they could smash it down more. Man, look how vicious. It's unstable. It's literally unstable. Oh, they're having Euro meetings all day. Somebody must have fainted. I don't see any fucking news. Unemployment, 8:30. That's it. It's a Euro meetings. People are flipping out. Okay. God damn this thing. This fucking tablet. This tablet's such a piece of shit. You touch it accidentally the wrong way. Then I do a refresh, and the tablet's holding that in cash. I'm not actually refreshing. Wow, the wheels are coming off these markets, aren't they? Ooh, did you see that British pound? Oof. It's a rocky ride. Them Euro meetings. They're fucking up my trades. Canadian dollar unemployment. Pretty vicious volatility here. I don't trade the news. What, it look like? Does it look stupid to you? Gold must be taking a ride. Not yet. Oh well. I'm just babysitting my euro dollar. Waiting for the world to change. John Mayer Forex. Alright. Where's the smart money? I don't know. I'll put more limits in. Looks like we're going down. Gonna finally take out the low yesterday. Come on, to the round number, people. You got another hour to take it to the round number here. Well, an hour and 10 minutes, I'd say. 6:30 in the morning seems to be the primary end of this, when everything rolls over, 6:30 in the morning, so. $12 a margin on limits now. Just picked up another 6K there. Okay. Let me tag that round number for a millisecond. Stop everybody. Stop all the weak hands out. All the tight stop guys. Let's buy their stops. Here we go. 4 pips. 5 pips to the round number. 5 more pip down. Come on, you can do it. Oh, just couldn't do it. Okay, 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. it's going to be a buy again on the 1 hour chart. It's coming with the market orders. I think it just picked up another 10K right there, 20K in limits, amazingly. Perfect entry. Perfect. Look where this thing's at. So, another reason why it looked like a good idea to buy the standard lot down here. But the reason why it's not a good idea is because this is what it looked like for you. You got filled. It went up. You didn't get out. And you're like, holy shit. What the fuck? You didn't get out this triple bottom. And then you did that same trade again. And look where we went after that. So you may want to trade like that. But I like this soft stop. Coming in my limits here. Let's go for another $500 a margin. There we go. Wash them out. Wash out the goobers. Bye, goober. Now buy at the market. Again. Okay, I'm going to go for those 50 pip winners now. I'm going to go for everything I can get in here. Alrighty then. Like I said, I'm in heavy now. Let's make our money, damn it. Come on. $5,000. $5,000 in one day. We're up $8,000 from the deposit at the moment. Alrighty then. Boy, that happened quickly, didn't it? See how fast that is? Now we're going up to 110, 20. Clean 20 pip winner here. Let's put in the 25 pip winners, 12 pip stops now. Okay, more limits again. I think we're going down again, possibly. Go below the round number again, or to the round number again. $3,200 a margin. Boom. There you go. So all along the way here, the volatility is what's hurting people. The whipsaw. If you're in big, it's what makes your equity. We were actually down $50 here for a second. Now we're up 200. That was right for the pickings though, so you could have scalped out of one standard lot there. This was the ripest area to get in. I would have got in there anyways, not as big. If I fell asleep and I had my limits in. Now we got to hit the 10 level, cut through the 10, and make $5,000 as we go into the northern abyss now. We're done taking the goobers out. We blew their mind there with that pop to the round number. Were you really going to pull the trigger? Oh, you missed that entry. See, that's why limits rule, because you would have never. you would have to trade a standard lot. See, there's anything. I can't pull a 1K in there into that round number. It's not even worth doing. You can be like, yeah, I bought right down there at the round number, but you know what? And wasn't that the breakout? Wasn't that that was the Soros price? Buy the stop hunt. Okay. Another $1,200 more margin than I planned on. But I did plan. I said, like I said, how big do I want to get in? If you were short, you know, it depends. Like, if you could hold that for 2 hours. So, right there was the, this is 3 o'clock in the morning, and this is 5 o'clock in the morning. That's a 2-hour sell. Because if you did not get out of this sell here, when the market came back to here, you were not up as big as you were if you held to here. And if you bought this one, that was scalpable. If you bought the new low, that one you just made 5 pips. You're up 7 pips off the round number. Right? Well, not exactly round number. Damn close. We went to a 110, 1 and change, I think. Pretty nice entry as far as I'm concerned. So the 15-minute auction, you zoom out. We got our first one here. So we came down, grabbed that, ripped it to the floor. New sellers come in, rip it down again, come into this area, rip it up, come down again, and now we're going up. Look at this puppy. Oof. 2 minutes before the top of the hour. So the hour trade plan, you bought the last hour and you're going to buy the end of this hour if you're down, right? So if you bought here with a tight stop, they blew you up. They blew you out of that one trade. Now here comes the vicious backlash. California's going to go red. There, after we bail them out from their fucking... let's put power lines in the grass. Hey, Joe, do you think we should put power lines in the grass? Sure enough. Huh. Dude, this here, this land you're looking at is what we like to call protected area. That grass is almost an extinct species of grass. I know it's flammable. But we're going to lay the power lines right on top of that. What are we going to do next, Joe? Well, when it gets hot and windy, we're going to turn the power off. Why is that, Joe? Because we didn't put no conduit on it or nothing. We didn't cover it. We fucking nuts. Oh, I see. That's good central planning. You planned this out. Well, the local ordinances are not allowed to endanger species of flammable grass. What the fuck are these people thinking? What in the fuck? I'm laughing so hard. These guys are they're having rolling blackouts. Well, there's monarch butterflies in the grass too, you know. Oh, Jesus. Stop. Okay, there we go. We just updated, so we're down a little bit. I would still buy, but I'm not buying anymore. I got my beautiful stop hunt. 10 pips of stop hunt. We have a 10 pip wick on this puppy now. I want to be long in the middle of this zone. I want to be cashing out. So we cashed out. Did we cash out yet? No. 32.01. So we're sitting at 32.01. more buy limits. What do you think? I say yes. Another 4K. We'll probably get filled on 2K. I see more buy limits. Go ahead. Knockers, you only live once, man. Okay. Buy retest. Give me some more of that. I don't know if we're ever going to come back down. I think we pretty much cleaned that. How about the 1 minute chart on that move? Anybody get a look at that? That sure was exciting. Double bottom, triple bottom, trap below here. So here's the micro auction. We buy frantically here. We're getting filled on limits here just because it's so few pips lower. Pull back. Now the big climb north. Retracement commences now. 501. Alrighty then, 1 minute traders are on it. There you go. So that's my trade. I am hog long at this 1 hour trade, this 1 hour trend line. I close. Sellers came in. We could have got out. That would have taken time too to unravel. I'm looking for a run to 110.20, 110.15 first, of course. But that's it. I trade just like that Apari guy, but I'm using the Sean something. I can't remember his name. So I'm just using the scripts to do it. Look at that baby go. Look at that thing go north. Beautiful. That is kind of from like that is a lot of people wait for that. They're like, okay, you know what? I think it's going up. They buy here. But what I like to do is I like to buy this whole smash. Oof. We're all the way back to where we were financially when we were here. So when we were at this point on the chart, okay, when we were here, we were at the same equity as we are here now. This big pullback here, one bounce. Alright, so that was the big cash out. Then we reloaded here, and then we were at 12,000 here, almost 12,000 here once again. We're starting at about 12,000 now, so we've gained this much here. And now we're cutting north hard. This should pretty vicious. I think gold's going to start going up now. So we're gonna blow this. We're gonna take this floor out on the 1 hour. So, but see how this. The reason why, if you sold here, you were right. It did go down. But if you did not get out, the whole story changes in 2 hours. So these reversals only last 4 hours. Trends can only last 4 hours. I mean, they can last any amount of time. You could have an 8.5 hour trend. You could have an 8.5 hour reversal. There is no, like, because look at all this fucking nonsense. All tradable. I think we got to get to here now. Obviously. I've already taken off $60 of margin off the table here, so we just cashed out. We banked. We've had a balance of 11,000 so far. Quite a nice sale this morning. I think it went oversold for a little bit, so I bought. If we can hold $2,000 in margin taking out this top, we will make $5,000. Okay, I'm cashing out automatically here. And what do we do here? More buy limits. That's right, people. But I'm going to put in 6 pip deep now. Because now we could rip back again. Oh, yeah. I just took $400 of margin off the table. So hopefully the blood's coming back to your knuckles, I hope. Sorry to... All right. Let's see this thing get her done. Look at the 4-hour chart, how beautiful it looks. Right? I can't get the 4-hour chart to come up because it's trying to do a trade. It's stuck on that script. It's not letting me out. It's too volatile. Let's do this. I can't even change time frames. Here, 4-hour chart. There you go. It's spazzing out on me. There's 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. Okay. Screaming north. 3 days up. Huge sellers up in here. If you needed the money, you could have got out here. We got to take out the high of the day now. We got to get to here. Okay, so $2,500. We're still holding $2,500 in margin, so I think it's doable. By the time Dow Jones open, we'll be blowing out the high of the day. Gold should be going up now. We're getting ready to go up. Look at how the dollar yen, no trade there. British pound joining the euro. British pound's going to take out the high of last month. Today, I would be selling above the high of last month on limits for 150 pips. You've got to on this currency. You are up. You're going to be up 400 pips in 2 days on the dollar, on the British pound here. Trend line breaks. Just like the pattern you see on the 30-minute chart, the 1 hour chart this morning. We come down. Stop hunt this deep, rip north, walk down, rip up, filling this triangle, this hole, just like we filled this hole. That's the way I see it. So I'm not going to chase it anymore. I spent 2 hours buying this fucking thing. So let it go. 4 hour chart. Little baby channel here. See, this pullback was, but that wick is what crushed everybody. Even if you waited for the end, if you waited for the end of that this pullback, all right, gotta take out the high of the day. All right. Gotta blow the top out that thing. So we pull back here. We go a little bit lower. See this 4 hour chart. This is 5 o'clock in the morning here. So the 1 hour chart. See, it closes down, and then it goes bam. The funny thing is on the 4-hour chart, since it's 5 seconds between candles, this is a 5-second move. Or this is like a 5-minute. Because this is supposed to be 5 Eastern Standard Time. Look at the 1-minute chart. Pretty psycho. So here's that 5-second window between candles. Just wicks down there. Right? Because look, it closed down and it closed up. How did it close up? After it wicked down, this is a 5-second. This is in between candles. Now I'm going to buy in limits again as it comes back. So I'm going to put away the market scalps. I'm going to go into a swing mode now and only buying on limits. No hedges. Just going to catch a falling knife here. Pick up a few stragglers because I just got out of about $800 of margin. So a couple limits to add to it. That's the 1-minute chart. All right, so there you go. 2 hours of buying. Buy low, sell high. All right, I'm going to take a nap here. I'll go get some more beer or something.